Today's project, a camping wood stove. I had my eye on getting a camping wood stove for quite a while, but they're pretty pricey if you want anything that's halfway decent. This isn't anything really stellar, but it's stainless steel, and I like that it has a window. Well, it's supposed to have a window. So they're on Amazon for anywhere between like $3.69 and $4.69, I think it was, plus like $70 shipping, which is a little more than I'm willing to spend for something I've never done before. I found this one on eBay for parts. It was damaged. It was a customer return, and I suppose they got it and it was broken. And there's a few things wrong with it. First of all, no top plate. It's gone. And then, of course, we got peekaboo here, no glass in the front. And then there's a little bracket that goes on the back here that keeps the stovepipe upright. Oh, and there's also the bottom of it. There's like not really a grill, it's like a sheet of steel in there, and there's a bunch of holes drilled in it, and that's where you set your wood, and then it vents down to the ashtray drawer on the bottom. And that was missing too. I went and bought some materials and stuff, and today I'm going to try to make this thing work. Here's my list of materials. This is the plate steel, it's 16 gauge steel, a drill bit that I eyeballed, I thought would be a good size for the vent holes. Hopefully I'll be able to drill through this steel with that bit. Enough oil, I think you can do just about anything. A cookie sheet that I'm going to cut for that top plate thing. And then this is a piece of ceramic glass, like actual wood stove glass that I had my local glass shop cut for me. And the size is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. It's practically a scrap, but it was 18 bucks. So this stuff isn't cheap, but I'm actually glad it didn't require more than this. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just try to do the top piece here, the cook surface. And in the shipping materials, I don't know if you can see that, how that's indented. You can see where this top plate sat when it was shipped. And it made a perfect indentation of this radius. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that out, like just probably one side of it or whatever. And then I'll just trace it on the cookie sheet, and that will give me the proper radius I need, rather than trying to, you know, put paper and crinkle it and trace it and all that crap. I'm going to give that a shot first. It might be quicker. I don't know. I guess just a razor blade might be the best tool for that job. Let's see. That's sharp as a marble. Let's try this one. Now for the fun part. Perfect. Finally. Pretty mint. Looks about perfect. Now I have to drill the ventilation holes in it, like the stock one. The plate that comes with this has like a triangle of multiple holes. So I'll just duplicate that pattern, I guess. Alrighty, snuggled in over at the drill press now. I've got a sweet orange smock on to protect my my work clothes from getting oily. Isn't that ridiculous? I like these bibs. I don't want to wreck them. there it is, all finished. That's it. All right, moving on. Okay, and here's my cute little piece of fire glass. Look how cute. Even rounded the edges and made it just so. You know, I'm gonna put the stove on a rug in case I drop this. I don't want to spend another 18 bucks. These little tabs are gapped a little too narrow for this replacement glass. They didn't have 1/8 inch, so this is 3/16 glass. So I just have to rebend them a little bit to get the glass to fit. Shouldn't be a big deal. There. I don't think that's going anywhere. So just to recap, I made a new cooktop, which you know, keeps the flames in, smoking, and obviously it's a cooktop. I made a new stove base for it, which is vital to the stove staying alive. And a new piece of glass. So I'm having a heck of a time getting any of these other pipes to go on, you know, onto each other. They have somewhat of a flare on them, kind of. I don't even know if you can see it. This is like the female end of the pipe, but it's not like flared at all. It doesn't want to fit over anything. And like where it's cut, there's like a, I don't know, I'm gonna have to file that. That's like really sharp. But anyway, I can't really get these to go together. Like no matter how I try and which ones I try, I got one piece on here one time and I couldn't, when I took it off, I couldn't get it back on. So I'm thinking out in the cold, I don't want to fight with this. This is gonna suck. So I'm gonna actually take my pipe crimper tool and crimp them so they'll fit together. Got my crimper tool here. The correct way to use these, got 2 blades and 3 blades. The higher number of blades goes on the inside of the pipe. So that's how that works. And I'll just start at the seam. That's how that comes out. So that'll be much simpler with cold hands and all that. The back of the stove has like a bracket here. It's missing, of course, but I believe it's just a hinge, like a part of a hinge. I just went and bought a few little hinges. Little dinky ones, the removable pin type. It's like just a 1-inch hinge. They're like $1.79 or something. I stuck it in the vise. I'm just going to pop that pin out, and then I'll probably have to modify the actual like hingy part, a little gap or something to fit on the stove, and then we'll see how that goes. I've just got a punch here and my little baby hammer. I love this little hammer. It's so cute. Little dinky thing. Anyway, yeah, so should be obvious, but this pin has like a cap on it. Obviously you can't hammer that through the little loops, so make sure that's down. It's pretty close. So instead of modifying this, in case this doesn't work, I might have to try to order the actual piece that goes here. I don't know. So I'm just gonna cut this to fit this instead of the other way around. Okay, I had to, this pin, oddly, came with the stove. The little hinge doohicker didn't, but the pin did. It's just in the bottom of the box rolling around. I mean, I'm assuming that's where it went. I can't see anywhere else it would have. So here's the little hinge. I had to hammer a pin in these and, you know, make them a little bit bigger to accommodate this pin that fits in here, but big deal. Okay, here's how I think this works. Got the little hingy guy that I made on here. Put the pipe in, give it its little pipe wedgie, you know, get it all like squared up in there like it goes and stuff. Pull the pipe back and flip the little tang up until it wedges on that thing down here, that little bar. That makes it quite sturdy. Oddly, doesn't seem like it would, but it does. So, all right, here comes our first burn. Look how cute. I love the little glass door. That's great. I'll be putting an actual damper in the stovepipe once I get that too, to help regulate this. You know, obviously you can damp it somewhat with the ashtray and stuff, but you know, you really kind of need a proper damper for the stove, I think, or for the pipe rather. So I guess we can say Project Mini Wood Stove is a success. As always, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.